Hello, I'm Sam from Cultaholic.com, and Jack is away today, popping a bee on the bus to the zoo, so you're stuck with me for the news. First up, he's back. Undertaker's back, came back at Mania, and I'll be so happy as long as he's still in the company. I don't care. That's obviously not the news though, because he came back at Mania, but following his crushing victory over John Cena in under 3 minutes at WrestleMania 34, The Undertaker has been confirmed by WWE to be appearing at the greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. He's going to be wrestling a casket match, and unfortunately it's going to be against Rusev. I mean, it's pretty much a given that this show's going to be a bit of a people pleaser. It's going to feature lots of legends and, you know, dream matches, and it's going to sort of really appeal to a casual audience. So we're probably going to see a lot of the more fan favorites go over. But I mean, unfortunately, with Undertaker beating Cena at Mania in what was essentially a squash, I'd like to think that the match, if it's a casket match especially, I'd like to think it goes a bit longer with Rusev. I'd like Rusev to be able to really put on a display of dominance, but I just don't see Undertaker losing to Rusev after coming back at Mania and beating Cena. So it's such a hard one because I love Undertaker, I love Rusev, but I don't think that we should be continually forcing legends down throats. I think, you know, you've got to allow that younger generation to flourish. As I said, I hope it just goes longer than the WrestleMania match, and I hope there's a lot of memorable, incredible moments. What do you think of Undertaker versus Rusev in a casket match at the greatest Royal Rumble? Let us know in the comments below. Next up, last night's SmackDown saw a few bits of interesting news, so let's get going. First off, Carmella is the new SmackDown Women's Champion. The cash-in came after a beatdown on Charlotte by Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, and Carmella came sprinting out to end her 287-day run with her briefcase. Christ knows where this is leading or how long Carmella will be able to hold on to the belt with Charlotte on the warpath, but I guess provided she gets a sort of favorable shakeup in her division during the Superstar shakeup, then maybe she'll be able to hold on to it for a little bit. I mean, the post-Mania audience definitely seemed to enjoy it live, and it was one of the most shocking moments, I guess, we've seen in recent memory. But Charlotte beat Asuka at Mania, so I don't really expect her to take this level of abuse from Carmella lying down. Let us know below what you think about Carmella with the championship. Where do you think it's going to lead? And how long do you think she's going to be able to keep a hold of it? And finally, possibly the two biggest pieces of news from SmackDown are interconnected. The show kicked off with Shane McMahon announcing that Bryan had resigned from his GM position on SmackDown, and he confirmed that he'll be returning to the ring as a full-time competitor. Whether this means that Bryan's going to be working a bit of a full-on week-in, week-out schedule, or whether this was just a bit of lip service from WWE, it's still a bit up in the air. It's obviously also been reported recently that Bryan has to undergo impact testing after every match, and that his schedule wasn't going to be quite as full-on as a full-time member of the roster. Shane's statement does sort of seem to go against this, especially when he did specify full-time. So I guess whether Bryan's going to be competing every single week, that remains to be seen. But that's not the only piece of news from the opening segment of SmackDown. Shane announced that because Bryan had stepped down from his GM position, and because WWE is the land of opportunity, when one door closes, another one opens. He then introduced Bryan's replacement, Paige, who got a massive response from the New Orleans crowd. Not to be one to sort of ease into the role, Paige got straight into it and confirmed the main event for SmackDown, which was going to be Bryan versus AJ Styles. I personally think that with youth on her side, Paige could really make the GM position her own if she just sticks at it. You know, the crowd love her, she was intrinsic to the women's revolution, and she's sort of one of the forerunners of the current generation of new stars. So I think this could be a huge thing for her career. So what do you guys think about Bryan being full-time and about Paige being the new GM? Let us know in the comments below. But that's been the news for today. I've been Sam from Cultaholic.com. You can follow me on Twitter at LessDefined. If you like what we do here at Cultaholic, you can check out our Patreon. Anything you donate will be thrown straight back into the business to create some more amazing content. And don't ever forget to join us.